July 2021 game releases. Chahaujutai 2 parodied. Release date, July 2, 2021. About this game, Chahaujutai 2 Parodied is a shooter video game, developed and published by Drillimation Systems. The true strength of the real driller is his wisdom. A few months have passed since Frederick Sam Fox Fall. Has his soul returned from the netherworld? Chahaujutai is back for a whole new adventure. You won't be exploring just Kozenkyo, but nearby cities as well. The new swaths of Danmaku will challenge your reflexes to another level. New enemies, including mythical creatures and Crimsonite types, are also here to challenge you as well. Retro-style graphics influenced by the golden era of arcade games. 2 playable characters with an amazing 2-player mode. Simplified gameplay for newcomers, as well as easy-to-learn and intuitive controls. Hilarious dialogue with a new and improved art style. Available on Microsoft Windows, Linux, and Macintosh. Crowfall. Release date, July 6, 2021. About this game, Crowfall is a massively multiplayer online role-playing time strategy game, developed and published by Artcraft. Player choices change the world forever. Players battle across a massive universe to conquer, defeat and scavenge dying worlds. Compete in factional throne wars where your choices can change the fate of the world. What can you do in Crowfall? Your actions change your character and the world forever. Join massive factional battles. Each world is unique and dies when the battle ends. Claim the spoils of war as your reward. Become an eternal crow fighting as an undying champion of the gods and earn their favor. Embark on a path to power. Rule your own kingdom. Craft, trade, and amass great wealth. Build a thriving trade syndicate. Available on Microsoft Windows. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Release date, July 9, 2021. About this game, a new adventure awaits you in the second installment of the turn-based RPG series set in the world of Monster Hunter. Become a rider and form bonds with friendly monsters known as Monsties to fight alongside them as you take part in an epic story. You play as the grandson of Red, a legendary rider. The story begins with a fateful encounter with Ina, a Wyverian girl who has been entrusted with an egg with the potential to hatch into a legendary Rathalos which could wreak havoc if awakened to its destructive power. Developed and published by Capcom Presents Limited. Embark on a journey which will test the bonds of friendship in a changing world, and discover the truth behind the legends of old. The vibrant world of Monster Hunter Stories 2. Hatch, raise, and live alongside monsters as a monster rider in this fun-filled RPG set in the Monster Hunter universe. The fate of the world hangs in the balance as the exciting narrative about the Wings of Ruin unfolds. Available on Nintendo Switch and Microsoft Windows. Traversal. Release date, July 13, 2021. About this game, Traversal is a satisfying puzzle game that offers the perfect balance of chill and challenge. Use spatial logic to suspend a light orb over a black hole by connecting it to stretchy tethers. Developed and published by Phantom Compass. A snack for your brain, a perfect palate cleanser between intense tasks, whether you have a couple minutes or a couple hours to unwind. Pick up and play. Traversal is easy to learn and satisfying to master. Simply add and remove elastic tethers to pull the light orb so it lines up with the black hole. Play with mouse, keyboard, touch, or a controller. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. A perfect balance of chill and challenge. Traversal offers a gentle learning curve, thousands of levels and a range of puzzle modes to suit your mood. Puzzle packs, thousands of levels to work through at your own pace. Daily puzzle. Rack up perfect streaks and compete for a high score on a new challenge daily. Endurance. Complete level after level of progressively more difficult puzzles where each move costs a coin. Try to beat your high score before you run out of coins altogether. Sandbox. Customize your level of challenge on the fly as you play through endless puzzles. With unlimited coins, there is no risk, so play how you like. Streamer Assist. Collaborate with your streaming audience with the Streamer Assist feature, an optional overlay that adds numbered labels to your puzzles, allowing viewers to play along in chat by suggesting solutions. Available on Microsoft Windows. Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. Release date, July 15, 2021. About this game, Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector is a fast-paced turn-based strategy game set in the grimdark universe of the 41st millennium. Pick your force, develop your army, field mighty heroes and Fight for victory using superior strategy, awesome abilities, and devastating weaponry. Developed by Black Lab Games and published by Slytherin Limited. Age of Crimson Dawn. Experience an epic 20-mission single-player campaign that explores the aftermath of the devastation of Baal. Help Sergeant Carleon and his allies purge the Tyranid infestation on Baal Secundus, and preserve the honor of the noble Blood Angels. Skirmish mode. Fight across the surface of Baal on maps of your choosing and select either the Blood Angels or the Tyranids in the skirmish mode. Completely customize your army list by picking your units, heroes, and their loadouts. Forge your armies. Command iconic units like the Sanguinary Priest, the Librarian Dreadnought, and the Hive Tyrant to annihilate your foes. Use over 60 abilities and 50 weapons to orchestrate your opponent's bloody demise. Build momentum. Each faction has a unique momentum system that can result in a surged unit. Units that surge are able to string together superhuman chains of actions, or use the opportunity to further upgrade their abilities. Call in air support. Use command points to call in faction-specific air support abilities. The Blood Angel Stormraven can obliterate Xenos with a missile barrage, or deep strike a unit of veteran assault marines behind enemy lines. Meanwhile, the Tyranid Harpy can devastate the enemy defenses with its sonic screech, or scatter the battlefield with its deadly spore mines. Face your friends on the battlefield. With live and asynchronous multiplayer, and hot seat modes available, there's no excuse not to take your friends to war. The developers describe Warhammer 40,000, Battlesector contains graphical display of violence and blood, available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. F1 2021. Release date: July 16, 2021. About this game. F1 2021 is the official video game of the 2021 Formula 1 and Formula 2 Championships. Developed by Codemasters and published by Electronic Arts, EA Sports. Every story has a beginning in F1 2021, the official video game of the 2021 FIA Formula 1 World Championship. Enjoy the stunning new features of F1 2021, including the thrilling story experience Breaking Point, 2-player career, and get even closer to the grid with real season start, team career mode, or race head-to-head in split-screen and multiplayer. Immerse yourself in the greatest racing spectacle on the planet and iconic teams from the 2021 season. New ways to play 2-player career and real season start. Create a driver, choose a sponsor, an engine supplier, hire a teammate and compete as the 11th team on the grid. Expanded driver stats that now include focus and new team critical department events to address. Casual race options for more relaxed racing, whilst new expert options give experienced players even more control. Formula 2, the ultimate training ground for F1, is also included, with short, medium, or full season options and 2020 and 2021 season content. More ways to race: time trial, shorter season length options, Grand Prix mode, and relieve your glory with savable automated highlights, and compete online in multiplayer, social and ranked races. New quick join format, leagues, customizable liveries, and weekly events. Available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S, and Microsoft Windows. AKIBA'S Trip, Hellbound and Debriefed. Release date: July 20, 2021. About this game. Supernatural creatures are stalking the pop culture mecca of Akihabara, and they've turned you into one of them. Their only weakness, and yours, is sunlight, which means there's only one way to stop them: call them out on the streets, knock their clothes off, and expose their skin before they can do it to you. Developed by Acquire Corp and published by Seed Games, Marvelous USA Incorporated. Arm yourself with a rolled-up poster, a guitar, a laptop, a magical girl wand, or, if you insist, an actual weapon, then hit Akihabara's colorful streets. Browse recreations of real life. Choose your side, choose your missions, and enjoy a freewheeling adventure with AKIBA'S Trip, Hellbound and Debriefed. Playful reimagining of Japan's electronics mecca. Take a virtual tour of 2011's Akihabara district, recreated in painstaking detail, complete with accurate street layouts and shops based on real businesses operating at the time. Choose which faction to support in the fight for Akihabara and watch as your decisions affect the course of the story, culminating in one of several different endings. Full dual audio. This game uses a stripping mechanic that leaves enemies in their underwear after combat. One game mode allows players to dress a female character in a revealing outfit, example lingerie and underwear. The game text and dialogue also contain sexual references. In one fighting minigame, players use knives and cleavers to slash at each other, resulting in brief splashes of blood. Available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S and Microsoft Windows. Death's Door. Release date, July 20, 2021. About this game. Death's Door is an action, adventure, shooter, fighting, role-play game. Reaping souls of the dead and punching a clock might get monotonous, but it's honest work for a crow. The job gets lively when your assigned soul is stolen and you must track down a desperate thief to a realm untouched by death, where creatures grow far past their expiry and overflow with greed and power. Developed by Acid Nerve and published by Devolver Digital. Talon-sharp combat. Utilize melee weapons, arrows, and magic to overcome a fantastic array of beasts and demigods. Mistakes are punished and victory is rewarded. Gain an edge by customizing your character stats and mastering the abilities and upgrades you obtain. A beautifully bleak world. Venture beyond the doors and explore a land full of twisted inhabitants and countless secrets, a dark mystery to unravel. Track down and defeat colossal tyrants with stories and motivations of their own. Experience a somber yet darkly comedic tale, uncovering the truths behind the flow of souls, the role of the crows and the origin of the doors. Available on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S and Microsoft Windows. Chris Tales. Release date, July 20, 2021. About this game. Chris Tales is a Japanese role-play action-adventure game. Experience the past, present, and future simultaneously, peer into and learn from the past, decide on actions in the present, and alter the course of the future in ways that will reshape the world dynamically depending on the choices you make. Master strategic turn-based combat, warp your enemies into the past or future, synchronize attacks for enhanced group abilities, and master the timing of attack and defense to go beyond your party's limits in combat. Uncover a fascinating story and characters, discover a beautiful world, climb aboard an airship or boat and traverse this handcrafted, dark fairytale world. From the shining kingdom of Crystalis to the slums of Saint Clarity, discover each unique location and shape its future. Sick and published by Modus Games. Developed by Dreams Uncorporated, Chris Bell must embark across Crystalis and the Four Kingdoms in a bid to stop the powerful Time Empress and rewrite the future of the world and all those living in it. Along the way, she'll meet and recruit powerful allies with their own unique stories. Chris Bell will have to make choices with far-reaching consequences for the people she meets. Each companion will be invaluable as you face these choices and the myriad enemies who stand in your way. Beautifully hand-drawn 2D art is animated frame by frame to bring the branching pasts and futures of each region. Experience a unique combination of branching stories, innovative combat, and classic RPG excitement in Chris Tales' exciting and unforgettable exploration of how our actions echo through time. Inspired by timeless JRPGs like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Valkyrie Profile, and modern classics like Bravely Default and Persona 5, meet and recruit a unique cast of teammates, challenge myriad enemies, and make your way through an expansive world. Use your wits and recruit powerful allies throughout the world to uncover and undo her multifaceted web and make your way to the true ending of this enchanting tale. Available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Google Stadia and more. Samurai Warriors 5. Release date, July 27, 2021. About this game. A new Samurai Warriors begins. After a 7-year wait, a new installment in the tactical action series Samurai Warriors is finally here. Developed and published by KOEI Tecmo Games Corp. Limited. With this title, the historical period depicted in the first title of the Samurai Warriors series released in 2004 has been revamped, with visuals that have largely evolved since the first Samurai Warriors, additional officers, and evolved actions. An even deeper drama set in the warring states is depicted. The title is the beginning of a new series, in which the stories and characters from the traditional Samurai Warriors have been revamped, with officers whose designs have been revamped, as well as new officers. A total of 27 Samurai Warriors join the battle. A total of 27 samurai warriors interweave their fates to create a dramatic Warring States era. Warriors' actions are more thrilling and dazzling than ever before. Players can once again enjoy the thrill of sending enemies flying that the Warriors series is renowned for, and with new actions that have been added with this title, as well as new depictions that give off a Japanese flair, the Warriors' actions have become even more stunning. Available on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Microsoft Windows. Alchemic Cutie. Release date July 27, 2021. About this game. Alchemic Cutie is a wholesome relaxing RPG set on colorful Wimba Island. While taming wild jellies, you'll meet villagers, enter jelly competitions and uncover the secrets of the island. Developed by VIRIDIAN Software, SICK, and published by Circle Entertainment. Wimba Island is a huge place with plenty to do. From exploring secret locations to discovering new jellies scattered all over the island. Jelly companion and take it with you on adventures. Befriend a village of goofy, fun, and sometimes complicated characters. A whole island ready to explore that changes with the seasons. Over 4,000 possible jellies with lots of items to find and quests to do. Befriend a village of cute, odd, and wholesome characters. Engaging jelly raising and alchemy systems for you to master. Fun jelly competitions to win medals. Modding support. Jelly sharing via special codes. Available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, Linux, Classic Mac OS, Xbox Series X and Series S. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Release date, July 27, 2021. About this game. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles adventure puzzle video game. Immerse yourself in a dramatic yet charming and witty world of evidence gathering, deduction and courtroom battles with this double pack of the adventures of rookie lawyer Ryunosuke. Criminal conspiracy and solve a hauntingly baffling cold case, while tackling a series of tricky trials along the way. Developed and published by CAPCOM Limited, dozens of hours of attorney action awaits you. In the course of each case, you'll speak to witnesses, examine evidence and clues, and attempt to deduce the dastardly intent behind the crime before proceeding to the courtroom. In court, you will hear testimonies, cross-examine witnesses, and present evidence. And of course, it wouldn't be an Ace Attorney game if you couldn't shout objection when you know you've got the facts and evidence needed to contradict the prosecution's claims and prove your client's innocence. The game includes a convenient assistance feature in case you hit a dead end in your investigation, so even if this is your first Ace Attorney game, you can get into your amateur sleuthing adventures with ease. Will you be able to crack these clever cases? Available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and Microsoft Windows. Tribes of Midgard. Release date, July 27, 2021. About this game. Midgard is under siege from unwelcome visitors. Mythical creatures, deadly spirits, and gigantic brutes threaten to bring on Ragnarok, the end of the world. Thrive to save your village, and the world, from total destruction. Companions will help you build up village defenses and find treasures. A multiplayer, action survival RPG developed by Norsefell and published by Gearbox Publishing. Explore a bright Norse realm, discover dungeons, slay legendary beasts, and build anywhere as you explore formidable, procedurally generated lands on your quest to take on Ragnarok. Forge your Viking legend, choose your class and take the battle into the wilds as you seek resources to craft epic armor and mighty weaponry. Then, unleash powerful abilities and prepare clever village defenses to give your enemies some nasty surprises. Rally the tribe. Adventure through Midgard solo, or form a tribe of up to 10 players in online PvE co-op. Test your Viking skills across various game modes as you discover your favorite playstyle. Throughout the year, limited-time seasonal events bring bigger challenges and even mightier treasures to the endgame of Midgard, including new ways to progress and unlockable rewards. Available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. Neo: The World Ends With You. Release date, July 27, 2021. About this game. Neo: The World Ends With You is an action role-playing game. The game is a sequel to the 2007 video game The World Ends With You. A long-awaited new story in The World Ends With You series has finally arrived. Developed and published by Square Enix. Rindo comes to the grim realization that his life is on the line when he is forced to compete in the so-called Reaper's game. There's no telling how this tale will unfold, but it's up to you to find out. Delve into a vividly illustrated Shibuya, animated with style, music, and monsters. Collect and wield hundreds of psych abilities to battle surreal threats. Investigate the world around you and beat the Reaper's game to survive. Available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and Microsoft Windows. Unbound Worlds Apart. Release date July 28, 2021. About this game. Summon portals to overcome vicious beasts, devious puzzles and fiendish platforming challenges. Master the unique powers of each portal to stop the collapse of reality, hand-drawn worlds and unraveling a deep narrative full of mysteries. Developed by and published by Alien Pixel Studios. What is Unbound? Unbound, Worlds Apart is a challenging, such as inverse gravity, time manipulation, super strength, and more. 10 different portals with unique mechanics. Vibrant and detailed hand-drawn artwork. Twitch platforming with new skills to unlock, challenging puzzles, traps, monsters and bosses, a rich narrative, world lore, and cast of NPCs, hidden secrets, quests, and collectibles. Available on Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Windows, Linux and Macintosh. The Forgotten City. Release date, July 28, 2021. About this game. The Forgotten City is a mystery-adventure game of exploration and deduction, and a reimagining of the critically acclaimed mod that won a National Writers Guild Award and racked up over 3 million downloads. Developed by Modern Storyteller and published by Dear Villagers. The fate of the city is in your hands. Explore an open-world ancient Roman city with historically authentic art, architecture, costumes, and customs. Investigate a gripping, non-linear mystery with multiple endings. Become entwined in the lives of richly detailed, deeply interactive characters. By choosing your character's gender, origin, and backstory. Solve problems with reason, charm, bribery, intimidation, violence, or by cleverly exploiting the time loop. Enjoy the mod. If you like the mod, you're going to love the standalone game, of exciting new twists, endings, and surprises. Walk the streets of a brand new city, solve challenging new puzzles with new gameplay mechanics, and enjoy an all-new orchestral score and professional voice acting. The Forgotten City was developed by a core team of 3 people over 4 years. Available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Series S. Chernobylite. Release date, July 28, 2021. About this game. Chernobylite is a new RPG survival horror game from the creators of the critically acclaimed Get Even. It's a science fiction survival horror experience, mixing the free exploration of its disturbing world, and non-linear storytelling with strong RPG core mechanics. Make your choices, but remember, they will not only have a direct impact on the zone, sometimes you'll feel the consequences many hours of playing later. Developed and published by The Farm 51. Get ready for a thrilling adventure of survival, conspiracy, horror, love, and obsession. Chernobylite is not about a solo journey. It's an RPG game where your companions are the key for survival and going through the story. Plan your strategy carefully. Play by your own rules. Rambo-style carnage, stealthy elimination of your enemies, or silently sneaking past all dangers. Find the beautiful and horrifyingly accurate 3D scanned recreation of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Immerse yourself in the thrilling science fiction horror story, making decisions that impact the world. Ally or fight with residents of the zone, but whatever you do, never fully trust them. Remember, everybody has a hidden agenda. Always support your companions, and they will support you. Otherwise, you're dead on arrival. Face natural and supernatural threats, sometimes coming from places you can't yet understand. You decide. Take care only of your basic needs or expand your possibilities by making weapon modifications, using tools, and constructing advanced devices in your base. Using your special device allows you to change your previous choices, but playing with an alternate reality will affect your whole gameplay. Sometimes it means fighting against the savage creatures pouring from other worlds. Investigate and collect data with a set of sophisticated environment and substance analyzing tools. What you'll find may, or may not, impact your future choices or make you want to change your previous ones. The developers describe the game contains not appropriate for all ages, or may not be appropriate for viewing at work, frequent violence or gore. Available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, Xbox Series X and Series S. The Ascent. Release date, July 29, 2021. About this game, The Ascent is a solo and co-op action shooter RPG set in a cyberpunk world. You belong to the corporation. Can you survive without it? Solo or co-op? Play the entire game alone or work together with up to 3 friends in local or online co-op. Developed by Neon Giant and published by Curve Digital. Aim low or high, switch weapons and equip lethal gadgets. Take cover and use the destructible environments at your advantage and keep adjusting your tactic as you face new enemies. Customize your character with cyberware that suits your playstyle. Meet new allies and enemies and find loot as you explore the brimming world of The Ascent and its wide range of districts, from the deep slums to the higher luxury spheres. The developers describe the game contains features violence, gore and bad language. Available on Android, Microsoft Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S. Eldest Souls, release date, July 29, 2021. About this game, fast-paced and brutally challenging, Eldest Souls is a unique boss rush Souls-like experience. In a final act of vengeance, the old gods have unleashed a great desolation upon the world. Mankind's only hope lies with a lone warrior, and his great sword of pure obsidian. Developed by Fallen Flag Studio and published by United Label CI Games. Fast-paced and challenging Souls-like combat awaits, where every moment counts. Yet fortune favors the bold, and defeating the old gods may grant the player powers beyond mortal comprehension. Eldest Souls focuses on only the toughest and most engaging of combat encounters, with each old god presenting a new and unique challenge for the player to overcome, with fitting rewards for those who triumph. Battle your way through a series of uniquely challenging boss rush combat encounters. Discover a cast of intriguing NPCs and quest lines as you explore the ancient citadel. Unearth the mystery of the old gods, before total devastation befalls the world. Bask in the glorious pixel-perfect graphic style, dripping in gorgeous attention to detail. Your build, your rules. Customize your own combat style from a multitude of ability combinations. The developers describe the game contains fantasy violence. Available on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, Xbox Series X and Series S, PlayStation 5. Blaster Master 03, release date, July 29, 2021. About this game, the pinnacle of mutant blasting action is here. Blaster Master 03's hybrid of side-scrolling and top-down action is back for its third chapter, and more intense than ever before. Developed and published by Inti Creates Copyright Limited. The pinnacle of mutant blasting action is here. In Blaster Master 03, it's time to hop aboard the all-terrain battle tank G Sophia SV and explore the world around you in side view mode. Blaster Master 03's hybrid of side-scrolling and top-down action is more intense than ever before. Blaster Master 03 brings Jason back to where the series all began, the planet Sophia, in order to save series heroine Eve in this final installment of the BMZ trilogy. Jason now has the power to cross over dimensions. With the new VRV system, venture into superdimensional space and conquer tricky areas using the power of reversal as your guide. Available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, Xbox Series X and Series S. Reshaping Mars. Release date, July 29, 2021. About this game, Reshaping Mars is a colony simulation game on Mars. You will start by gathering resources, storing food, accepting immigrants, and building a better colony together. Developed by Tholus Games and published by Eureka Studio, Reshaping Mars is a game that builds a colony on Mars, through easy and happy operation, and finally transforms Mars into a habitable planet. In this game, you will start from scratch to obtain minerals and energy from Mars, build a hydroponic farm to store food, build habitats to accept batches of immigrants. The harsh environment on Mars will bring a lot of trouble to your colony. Low air pressure, high radiation, large sandstorms. There is no future in dealing with various natural disasters. This game can give you a special journey to colonize Mars. If you have a strong interest in colonizing Mars, you can learn more about the Mars reshaping programs of the great brains in the real world. Available on Microsoft Windows. Horror Tales: The Wine. Release date, July 30, 2021. About this game, explore a post-pandemic fictional Mediterranean island and confront your fears. Immerse yourself in a seemingly abandoned city and struggle to find a precious Bani Dibisque red wine bottle to cure your loved ones. Developed and published by Carlos Coronado. Mediterranean horror. Explore the forsaken capital of an awe-inspiring archipelago. Survive your nemesis. Someone is relentlessly hunting you. Intense challenges. Solve environmental riddles, physics puzzles, and other similar challenges in an interconnected vertical world. Even while being chased and hunted. Accessibility and photo mode. Tweak more than 20 accessibility settings to create a tailored experience for you. Use the photo mode to make perfect shots and unlock many secrets using it. You are Marty Vermello. In a desperate attempt to cure the infection of your loved ones, you steal a boat and head to the winery where the red wine is made, somewhere in the capital. If you find just one unopened bottle of red wine, it will be enough. The Wine is the first game to be released of the Horror Tales saga, a series of 3 unique adventures exploring first-person horror from different takes. The Beggar will feature experimental gameplay and non-traditional enemies. The Astronaut will unleash horror without gravity. All games are set to be released on all major platforms. Bustafellows. Release date: July 30, 2021. About this game, a new visual novel from the legendary Extend. Mixing dangerous romance with murder mystery, Bustafellows is a steamy noir mystery that will make you shiver but ask for more. Developed by Nippon Cultural Broadcasting Extend Inc. and published by P-Cube Limited. Arrive in New Sieg, a beautiful fictional town. Step into the shoes of a strong, smart, and gifted journalist in this romantic adventure. Romance 5 dangerous fellows, each with an unlockable side story. Unlock different endings. Experience a unique interactive gameplay. Meet guests' characters from sidekicks. Navigate through gorgeous visuals and polished animations. Listen to a complete Japanese voice cast, including Ken, Yoshimasa Hosoya and more. Available on Nintendo Switch, Android, Microsoft Windows and iOS. Last Stop. Release date: July 22, 2021. About this game, Last Stop is a single-player and third-person adventure set in present-day London, where you play as 3 separate characters whose worlds collide in the midst of a supernatural crisis. Developed by Variable State and published by Annapurna Interactive, a video game about secret lives, the ties that bind and how magic can be found in the mundane. Written and developed by Variable State, creators of the award-winning Virginia, Last Stop tells 3 interconnected tales featuring 3 playable main characters. Last Stop is fully voice-acted, featuring hours of dialogue and a voice cast of dozens, with performances from some of the brightest talent in the UK today, including rising star Lulu Simpson as Molly Smith. Last Stop features an original soundtrack by BAFTA award-winning composer Lyndon Holland, performed by the Prague Philharmonic Orchestra. Available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Series S. Tetris Effect Connected. Planned release date: July 2021. About this game, Tetris Effect Connected adds an all-new robust multiplayer expansion to the huge variety of addictive and innovative single-player modes that Tetris Effect is known for, with all new co-op and competitive online and local multiplayer modes. Developed by Monstars Incorporated, Resonair, Stage Games, and published by Enhance. Tetris Effect is Tetris like you've never seen it, or heard it, or felt it before. An incredibly addictive, unique, and breathtakingly gorgeous reinvention of one of the most popular puzzle games of all time, from the people who brought you the award-winning Res Infinite and legendary puzzle game Luminese. All new multiplayer modes like Zone Battle, which shakes up traditional one-on-one Tetris gameplay via the time-stopping zone mechanic made famous in Tetris Effect. A new connected co-op mode, where up to 3 players can literally connect their Tetris playfields together and play as one. Over 30 different stages, each with its own music, sound effects, graphical style, and background that all evolve and change as you play through them. Available on PlayStation 4, Microsoft Windows, Xbox One, Oculus Quest, Xbox Series X and Series S.
Virus.